Hello everyone, welcome to my first video. I attempted to do a video yesterday, but it was a disaster. So this time Amira is asleep, so hopefully it'll work out. Okay, so this is a getting ready with me video. I'm gonna be starting medical esthetician in January. So I'm just, showing you guys somebody who started out barely knowing anything and my progression in knowing stuff and just me learning and hopefully helping you guys, because there's a lot of mistakes that I did for years that I just didn't realize I was doing. Okay, so, and YouTube videos help a lot. Okay, so first I'm going to start by toning my face. I've already washed it. Let me just get that. I just came out of the shower. So this is what I use: Clean and Clear Night Relaxing Deep Cleansing Facial Scrub. Winds you down, washes away daily buildup with sea minerals and sea kelp extract. I ran out of the daily one, so I've just been using this one. Okay, so I've washed my face with that, and I'm just gonna prime my face with Nivea toner. Sorry, not prime. Tone my face with Nivea toner. I love this stuff. It's for dry and sensitive skin, which I have. So we're just gonna take that and put it on a cotton swab. And what this does is just refines your pores, gives you a softer skin, cleans up anything that your face wash missed. Okay. A little bit over the chin and stuff. Oh my god, my hair. Okay. Okay, so a lot of this stuff I have recently purchased at Winners, and I never realized how much I love Winners, you guys. I have this like pimple right here and it's disgusting. I love when people point stuff out. Like, I'm one of those people like, oh, look at my nastiness. Okay, so moving on from toner, I'm just gonna let that dry a little bit. Okay, so next, I love Nivea products. I have Nivea body wash and Nivea toner and Nivea face cream. Now this is Nivea soft face, body, and hands, professionally soft. I love this stuff. It's a little bit greasy, just a tad. So I try to avoid my eyebrows just because I find they make them hard to put my brows, to apply my brows. So like I said, we're just avoiding, put it on our eyelids, but not on our eyebrows. Okay, so that's done. There's definitely a process to this whole thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna use Hard Candy Lift and Firm Sheer Envy Primer. Now, I like this one. I've been using it just for a couple days, but it really seems to keep my makeup on, and it's affordable, so that's always nice. I'm just gonna take about that much and just put it everywhere, even on my eyebrows. Okay. Okay. So next thing we're gonna do, and make sure you always get some moisturizer and toner on your neck, as well as your primer and your foundation. We just want to keep everything blended. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do, excuse me. The next thing I'm going to do is foundation. So I have really dry skin, so this is Rimmel Stay Matte in the shade Ivory. I don't really like this one. I picked it up and I didn't really think that it wouldn't match my skin. It's more for people with oily skin. So I actually got this one here. I just wanted to use the rest of this up, and this is CoverGirl Simply Ageless Liquid Foundation in the color Classic Tan. So I'm actually gonna get the lightest shade of this one, which is probably like Ivory or something like that, maybe one lighter than ivory, and I mix these two together just to give, because this one I find is a little light too, and I mix them together just to give myself that nice finish with a liquid finish, but not so like dry, because this one just dries me right out. Anyways, and I'll show you a trick that I've been using for it as well. So it's almost done. I need to get some more. So I'm just gonna pump that out that much. I try not to use too much foundation. I find it's just, you know, I like looking realistic. Okay, so I'm just gonna put about that much. Okay, and now this is the part where I'm sure you guys weren't really expecting. I'm gonna take my Nivea cream, or face cream that I showed you earlier, and then we applied. I'll take about that much, and I'm just gonna mix it like this. See that nice color? I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's starting to become a little bit closer to my skin tone. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of more of that Simply Ageless Classic Tan, and that's perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna take our wet, make sure it's wet, our wet beauty blender. Okay, I'm just gonna put the excess that I have on my hand onto my beauty blender. Okay, and let me just get my mirror. So we're gonna start in the inner corners of the face. So I'm just gonna go right down the middle and work my way out. Okay, you want everything in the middle of your face to be lighter, and then as we're coming out of the face, it is getting darker. That's where you put your contour, all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick up a little bit more product, and I'm just gonna dab it here, 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 and here. I'm just gonna work that in, just to get that nice, seamless look. Okay. Now I'll probably fast forward this part a little bit, just because everyone pretty much already knows how to put foundation. Oh, and I also suggest to try to stay away from your eyebrows with the foundation. If you have light eyebrows like I do, and you don't want them to be any lighter than they already are, just avoid the eyebrows. Okay, we're just gonna do a little bit on our eyes. Sometimes I like to just twirl my beauty blender just to get that nice, seamless blend. We don't like seams. Okay, and always make sure we are doing the neck, the ears, and getting into some of the hairline. Now we don't want your hair to be like colored from the foundation. We just want it to reach the hairline. And I'm not gonna put on liner today. Yesterday I did a whole video, and I will post a picture of it. It was a beautiful look, but the video ended up in like 4 different parts, maybe even 5. It was way too annoying. I ended up deleting the whole thing. And today we're starting over, and I don't want to do a full makeup look like I did yesterday, just because I don't really like wearing makeup that much, and I need to get some good what's it called, I need to get some good makeup remover, because I was just removing makeup like crazy yesterday. Oh my god, my hair looks awful. Sorry guys, it's a wash day, so my hair isn't like the best. Okay, so that's our foundation. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just gonna blend it in a little bit more. Okay, so I'll also take you guys outside, because I find that the lighting in here doesn't show up on the camera that well, so. Okay, I'm loving the look so far. Okay, next thing I always move on to, just gonna put this stuff away, our brows. But before we're gonna do the brows, we're gonna set that foundation with some Hard & Candy Fast and Fabulous translucent finishing powder. I need to remember not to answer any of my messages while I'm filming too, because I did that yesterday and it kept pausing my video, but not pausing it so I could like continue, it just like saved the video. So I had like I said, like 4 different videos. And you don't want to put too much of this stuff because it is a white powder and you don't want to make your face white, right? We just want to make it so that the foundation sets. And if you feel like you've overdone a little bit too much of the powder, you can always take a brush like this and just work it in, and that should help anything that was, you know, visible anyway. Okay. Oh, and I also use this foundation blurring brush by e.l.f. and I freaking love it. It's just so soft. I have a lot of brushes that I love. Okay. All right. So next we're gonna move on to brows. Everyone's favorite thing these days, seriously. So, just gonna take a little bit of this eyeshadow primer that we have here, and I'm just gonna put a little bit underneath my brows, just because we're gonna put some highlight under them. So I just wanna prime that for the highlight. Okay, and I'll put some on my lids later, because we are gonna do it like a light eyeshadow. But this is just for the highlighter. Okay, and it's by Profusion. It's so cute. It comes, I'll show you guys, it comes with my Profusion palette, and it's the cutest palette. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to be combing the brows. So I'm just gonna start combing up like this. I like to have my brows nice and feathery. Obviously, we want to just put any stray hairs down, okay? And we're going to do the same thing with the other side. Am I in camera view? I'm trying to stay in the camera's view. Like I said, guys, this is my first video. So if you could just work with me until I start getting a better idea of how to start filming. So I'm actually thinking this is like a lot of dead space over there. So there we go. Let's fill that space in. Okay. So, like I said, we're just doing that. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to move on to my new Profusion wax kit. And I'm loving this thing here. So it has, oh my god, I'm so excited. So it has the wax, the brow powders in 2 different colors, and the brow highlights in also 2 different colors. And both have every single color in this one is really nice. So I'm not sure if any of you ever used brow wax until yesterday. I never used it. So now that's changed my entire life. I'm always gonna be using brow wax from now on. So you're just gonna take, this is the brush that it came with, but I have a couple like these. But you're just gonna take an angled brush like this, and you're gonna put just a little bit into the wax, right? We're just gonna get a nice amount onto the end. Now, if you have darker colored eyebrows, I wouldn't suggest this light colored wax, just because it might take away, but the powder is pretty dark, so I'm not sure. It might just work fine. So you're gonna go in with the wax the way you want your brows to look. So if you want them to look up like the way I do, we're gonna go up. So just trying to get you guys so you can see. Okay, I'll do it like this. Okay, so I'm gonna angle my brush up, and I'm just kind of combing the hairs the way I want them to look. Okay, see, that's already, it's staying where we want it to stay. And I'm just gonna get a little bit more of that brow powder, and we're just gonna do the other side here. You don't need much of this stuff. Because it really works super well. So we got that, and I'm just gonna take off the wax. I'm just gonna use the same brush. Well, I guess I could just use my other brush. Let's see, where are you? Other brush. Hello, other brush. Oh, found it. Okay. So I have this one as well. Oh no. Some of the cotton got on there. Okay, that's fine. So this brush is really nice, but I was using it with a different color. So I'm just gonna wet it just a bit. Just try to get that color out of there. Okay. Don't wanna like wet the whole brush. Okay, yeah, it's not wet. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to penciling in the brows. So this is the pencil that it came with my brow thing, but I'm thinking I might try this one that I have, and it's by Essence, and it's a little bit, is it lighter? It's pretty much a little bit darker, so we're gonna go with the darker one. So I'm gonna put this Essence one back, and we're gonna go in with the Profusion one that it came with, and I'm just gonna sharpen it. I sharpened it yesterday. We can never have a sharp enough eyebrow pencil. Okay, I'm gonna start with this eyebrow, and we're just gonna start in the arch. And this, you just outline your eyebrow, the shape of your eyebrow, what you want it to be. And then you fill it in with the powder. And obviously we blend, 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 blend until it looks, you know, perfect. I never go all the way over here because I just find I don't have hair there, so the hair doesn't grasp onto it and it just kind of looks fake. I know it's fake already, but like we don't want it to look super fake. So now I'm going to start in this eyebrow, and I'm going to do the same thing and start in the arch. I keep hearing people upstairs, but there's no one up there. It's freaking creepy. Okay. So we got that. Obviously it looks like a really rough sketch at the moment, guys. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix it up. So now I'm gonna go in with my brow powder. We're gonna go in with the lightest shade first and then work our way to the darker shade. So the lighter shade I'm gonna keep, oh, this one really picks it up nicely. Okay, so we're gonna just stay around the arch, for now. And just work that color in. See, now you can actually see my brow. We're just gonna lightly fill in the front. Very lightly. We want it to look as natural as possible. Okay, so now we're gonna blend. Hold on one second, I just have to turn on. Hopefully that's the only time I'll have to pause the video. Because last time, like I said, I fucked it up. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in on the other side with the same color, the light brown. We're gonna start out the arch again. Okay, great. So now we have a rough outline. Just gonna blend that in a little bit. You can always go in with your fingers and just kind of correct everything and go back in with your sponge like this and just put some more foundation on there. Okay. So the next color we're gonna do is the darker color. So the darker powder, which is this one right here. So that I'm gonna focus on the outer corners because we like to have the outside a little darker than the inside, right? But we don't want it too dark. So I'm gonna start at the arch again. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna do on that side. See, I'm just taking a little bit. Okay, so now we're gonna blend. You just take your finger. Actually, you know what's even better than your finger? I know it's kind of gross. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I just started thinking that's gross. Even though I just brushed my teeth, we'll just put some water on it. How about that, Ashley? Okay. And I'm just going to fix up the edge a little bit here. just to make it nice and sharp, and we're just gonna fill in a little of what we took. Do the same thing on this side. Okay. And just fill in a little bit of what we took. Okay. So those are my brows. I'm loving them. Oh my god. Loving every minute of them. Okay. So now you're gonna take another angled brush. I love angled brushes. This is my other one. Okay, and that angled brush that I was just using. Woo, sorry guys. Just flying all over the place. Okay, the other one I was using comes with this L'Oreal Warm Brunette brow stylist, frame and set. And it came with this, and this is, I don't really like this one. Obviously I'm using something else, but it's not too bad, but I don't know, it doesn't really show up that great. It's just like, I've been using it too long, I'm sick of it. Somebody can come here and use it. I don't have to use it anymore, I have other stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna test out this shimmer here, this highlight. Okay, so we're gonna go with the lighter highlight. I've just decided now. And it's this one right here. Sorry, this highlight. And we're just gonna take a little bit of it. Make sure you get all the excess off, because this stuff goes on like really a lot. Just put a little and it goes on a lot. You can see it, it's super cute. Also, if you have hooded eyes, you're not gonna wanna put a lot of shadow on your upper lid. Because you want to take away from this part, you want to focus on this part. So you want to make this part look bigger, not this part. So that's why you're just putting a little under your eyebrows, just to give your eyebrows that nice little definition. Okay. So another reason I love that brow kit I got is I got some brow gel. And I'm so excited because it just works like a dream. It's going to run out so fast and I'm going to cry. Gonna have to go back to Winners. Okay, so brow gel, you just lightly comb the hairs in the direction that you want it to be in. All right. This made me realize I need to trim my brows a little bit. Okay. So there's the two eyebrows and I'm absolutely loving it. Okay. So now we're gonna move on to, I guess guess we could do eyeshadow first. So let's start off with our eyeshadow, and we're gonna start with the eyeshadow primer again, and we're just gonna put it on our lids. And you don't need eyeshadow primer, but I do suggest it because now that I work with it, I'm like, how did I ever just work with loose powder before? Because it is not a lot of fun. And as I've said before, we're just gonna do a nice light look. Nothing too crazy. Okay. But before we do that, I'm just gonna put a little bit of this CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer in the shade Medium. And I'm just gonna put a little tiny drop on my wet beauty blender, and I'm just gonna work it into the top of my lid. Just to get any redness that I noticed out of there, and to give it a little bit more of a base to work with. Okay, great. Moving on to our eyeshadow. Oh my god, this is my favorite part. I'm so excited. So this is my eyeshadow kit. Well, first we'll show you the front. Mix Metallics, shade Amber, and these are all the lovely colors we have. I'm being too loud. Okay, so I think today we're just gonna go with a nice simple color. So we're not gonna go with anything too dark. So I think we're gonna go with Polite, Wannabe, and Outgoing. Let's try to see. We'll try Polite. Or should we do a, you know what, let's do a shimmer on the bottom. So we're gonna do it Pixie. So this is Pixie. Okay. And I'm just gonna sweep that over the top lid. I love this primer. It's so nice. Oh my god, Pixie is so adorable. And if you have hooded eyes, you're gonna want to make sure you put it on the crease. I'm gonna have to check on my daughter, so we're gonna have to pause for a second. Okay, hopefully that works and she goes back to sleep because she woke up. Just give her this so as soon as she doesn't want it next time, I'll just bring her in here and hang out with us.